And yep, 100% of each of them. Which, funnily enough, for SMB 1 and 2, that's just warpless. But SMB 3, there's a lot, like a significant amount of new content when it comes to Hundo.
The
But yeah, we got
DLC,
Stewie Cartman running.
the
Oh, what's that?
DLC, the DLC content.
Yeah, all the DLC. I mean, SMB 3 100% is amazing, and there's just so much you get to see that's not in warpless. But yeah, we got Stewie running it, and I'm Ethan RTA. I'll be on the commentary side of things. But I think we can just get right into it.
All right. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and time does not start until I get control of Mario right now.
Yep. Yeah, you wait for the 400 to appear on the clock, and then that's when they start timing. I think that's mainly because you can like wait on the title screen depending on the enemy patterns you want, so they don't factor that into the timing. At least that's one reason I would imagine.
Yeah.
And there's always the question of like, do you want to grab the top of the flagpole or the bottom of the flagpole? Like, what's faster? And yes, if you do a glitch, the bottom is technically faster, but we're not going for any crazy flagpole glitches in this category. You just always want to grab the top of the flagpole.
So one strat that Ethan and I were talking about before was, is it faster to grab a mushroom in 1-2 versus 1-3 and just do the top route? Or, well, not if I do it like that, it's not.
Yeah, it depends on the exact method you do it, but I feel like, because before Suri was going to wait on the piranha plants and stomp an enemy to make it safer, so that was just an idea we had. I wasn't really sure what would be more optimal, but works out either way.
This might give me a 6. Oh,
I thought so, yeah. And Stuart brings up a good point. He mentions a 6 because a 1, 3, and a 6 in the 1 digit of the timer when you touch the flagpole, those will produce fireworks. And like 1 firework is totally fine, but a 3 and a 6 actually waste like a decent amount of time, so he's trying to avoid a 3 or a 6.
Isn't it like 2.5 seconds for 6 fireworks? Something like that?
I think so. I don't know the exact amount of time, but I did want to say it was like at least 2 or 3 seconds. It's pretty rough. And for such a highly optimized game, you really, really don't want that. Yeah, I think 1-2 is actually pretty safe to do that way. I feel like that worked out pretty well.
Alright, so I'm going to be attempting a glitch. Whoa, that was a bad firebar. Where I'm going to touch Bowser and the axe at the same time. And if it's done right, I will get what's called Small Fire Mario. There we go.
Nice. Dude, on my end, since it's like 30 FPS, I didn't see the flashing right away, and I was like, oh no, did he not get it? But yeah, it's a really cool glitch because you have to grab like 2 more power-ups to have fire. But it looks really interesting because now he's Small Mario. Yeah, he got the dead Mario sprite for some reason. That's so weird. I don't know what makes that happen.
I've never seen that before until today.
I've actually never seen that either. But like the cool thing about this glitch is that you obviously have the Small Mario sprite, and the hitbox with Small Mario, but you can shoot fire. So yeah, any of those duck jumps you have to do, that would be really awkward. You don't even have to worry about. And like swimming, you can shoot and have the small hitbox, which is kind of amazing because those are like the most awkward levels. So yeah, there's been some really, really good times done on the leaderboard with small fire.
I'm not sure exactly what the record is. I think it's 19.1x maybe?
I think it's actually below that. I'm pretty sure. I thought GTA did runs with it. I know Goofy did a lot of runs with small fire, but I'm pretty sure it's in 0x at least. I could be wrong, but...
yeah, I don't know. Well, that's how I learned small fire was from Goofy.
Oh, nice. Yeah, dude, some people really like small fire, and I don't blame them. Like, the setup is a little bit slower. Yeah, it's more than visual. It's a really helpful glitch. There's a couple of... oh, man, I cannot believe those fireballs didn't touch him. I was gonna mention, like, the hitboxes in this game are fairly kind. Like, piranha plants, you have to touch the stem to take damage, which is cool, but then situations like that where you have to shoot a fireball just right, or you take damage. So it goes both ways.
I gotta be careful here, because if I get hit, then the glitch is gone.
Okay, yeah. And at least there is an item you can grab in this section, but the cheap shoots make it extremely awkward.
Yeah, we're just gonna go nice and easy.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
Oh, wow.
I knew
Dude,
it.
that's the worst. Yes. When a Cheep Cheep comes up from underneath and makes you bounce, like, it can happen right when you go to do a jump, and then you just don't jump, and yeah, that's like the worst possible time for a Cheep Cheep to get you. But hey, you avoided fireworks, so.
That was my one worry. Like, as soon as I got that power up, like, I knew there was gonna be a Cheep Cheep waiting for me.
Dude, they're always there, yeah. Like, I love those levels in the speedrun much more than I did casually, because... like, you don't really have to worry about... if you're just holding right the whole time, you're in the clear, pretty much. But, oh, it's so stressful. And the jump that Stewie just did is one reason why people love Small Fire. Yep, and a nice Bowser kill, let's go. Jumping into that platform is, like, one of the best ways to kill Bowser consistently. Just jump into the platform and mash. It's usually really straightforward. Oh, I did not know you meant to run off that platform,
Yeah,
and that scared me. Nice.
Yeah, I was messing around with this like months ago, and I was like, hey, I can just run right through there.
That's amazing. I was just like, uh-oh, but that... well done. Ooh, I was curious about that 6 too on the timer.
I was a little scared for a sec.
Nice. Yeah, World 3, I feel like it gets a lot more intense. 2-1 is pretty tricky, but I feel like 3-1 is a lot more stressful than most of the levels in World 2. Of course, I say that, and then you play like one of the easiest levels in the game.
So there's gonna be a spot right here where if I kill those two Koopas to the rhythm of the music, for whatever reason, it despawns one of the Goombas in that last section, and that was found by Goofy Chocobo. So we just call that the Thank You Goofy strat.
It's funny what a couple of extra sprites will do to like the characters in each level.
Can we get the correct number of coins?
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh wow, you really did have that planned out. Nice. Perfect routing. Yeah, so depending on when you get to these to each level, you can know what like the fireballs are going to do or the proto boost. You can know their patterns, like the firebar patterns, and even what Bowser does.
That was
if you play, yeah, that was a stressful kill. But yeah, at a really high level, you can know exactly what to expect from every enemy. It's really nice the resources they have for that. There's like a spreadsheet that you look at and you're like, oh, I'm plus like 0.3. Okay, then I do this, and then you just completely avoid everything. So the amount of research that's been put into this game is really cool.
Yeah. And it's amazing that there's still time that can be taken off this category. Even though the record's at an 1856.
Yeah, dude, and 18, like, you should definitely watch the record for all of these games that he's playing, because they are all insane.
1856, 20... What's Cool Kid's record?
I think 33, I want to say. I'm pretty sure 33, 2033.
And then Mitch has 109.38?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 38. Ooh, upper route. Okay, I was wondering if you take the lower route.
I didn't practice the lower route, or I would have done it.
Okay. No, I feel you. Yeah, a lot of people just like to take the lower route just for fun. It's like, obviously, it's harder and gives you nothing in return, but it looks cool. You almost avoided it too.
I knew it.
Well, here's an example of what we were saying before. Yeah, he's gonna lose a little bit of time because of these fireworks. And how did you become Small Fire Mario? So, if you take damage from Bowser and you hit the axe at the same time, it sets it up, and then you have to grab 2 power-ups and you become Small Fire Mario. So yeah, damage and the axe, and then grab 2 power-ups, and you will become Small Mario that can shoot fire.
Sadly, we had to say goodbye to the good coin count. But it was
it's a shame, but it had to happen. Yep. And see, that one fireball didn't affect his time at all. It really doesn't hurt to just get one. That one firework.
There is an additional frame roll you can get in 4.3 that I don't think I've ever done, and it's called Skybot, where if you don't slow down at all in the entire level, for whatever reason you'll get like enough frames to save another frame roll.
Yeah, you have to not slow down at all, and you have to jump off the final platform like as far to the right as you can, pretty much, and then you'll save as much time as possible.
Is it a frame perfect jump?
I don't know if it's frame perfect. I'm not exactly sure, honestly. It was never something that I had to care about when I ran the game, so I just was like, whatever. If I lose it, then fine.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, Small Fire is really cool. I don't know if anyone's been doing it lately. I feel like more recently people have just been doing the normal route because they want to get like a really optimal time. Because this is not optimal, you know, so top level runners might not be doing this strat, but it's really cool, especially for marathons and races. I think it's awesome. Like what I was saying before. Ooh, that was smooth.
I was fully expecting to get trolled there.
That was... I'm impressed that you avoided that. So what we were talking about before, where like if you have a spreadsheet and you know the exact time you get to a level, you can actually know if it's gonna shoot at you. Also, nice recovery, knowing exactly which power-up to grab if you take damage.
Okay, good. We didn't get a 6.
Yeah, I thought you were getting the 6 again. That's the nice thing about this glitch. If you do lose your power-up, you can at least just grab 2 more and you're back to where you want to be.
But you have to know exactly where the power-ups are.
Yeah, you need to know where the power-ups are, and... Well, the funny thing is, we love how you have a smaller sprite for most of the game, but as soon as you take damage, you have a bigger sprite, and, you can't shoot fire.
So I just got really unlucky there with those bullet bills.
Yeah, the bullet bills in this level are just brutal. Like, you don't know what to expect from them. Like, right there, that was like the worst position you could have for a bullet bill. Yeah, super cruel game.
I don't know how I didn't have enough momentum there. That confused me.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I'm guessing it's it must be the platform moving. Oh my god, these bullet bills are ruthless! Yeah, that was one of the nastiest patterns I've seen in a while. But it's not the worst thing, you just have to play as, So there is a mushroom he can grab in this next level that's kind of awkward, so I don't know if you want to grab it or not.
I might, and I'll see if I can set up Small Fire again. Oh my god. Maybe not. Nope.
Yeah, that's the thing. That fire bar is so nasty for grabbing it.
Let's just abort. And I'll just game over in 6-1.
Yeah, that works.
Or I could have just game over there.
Oh man, yeah, this is a very nasty level. Whew.
Thank God he went forward.
Between the bullet bills and the podoboos in this level, everything was out to get you. That was so stressful. But yeah, not a big deal. You can just game over at the beginning of World 6, and then you will start back at 6-1 with all of your lives, so... Yeah, if you take a death, you do have to set up the glitch again, yep. And if you hold A when you're at the title screen, holding A and then press start, you go back to the last world you were at.
So this is going to be a little weird for me because I haven't done Big Fire Mario in a long time. But I'll just make it work.
Yeah. Just do what you can. It's definitely a lot more awkward when you're used to that small hitbox and you have to just start doing it big, yeah. It's pretty weird. And more fireworks for the people watching. More content.
This is not... This was a perfectly fine SMB1 until that 5-3. Like, everything that could have gone wrong there just went wrong.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the thing. It doesn't take a lot for this game to just be really mean and go south. And this is one of the most fun levels, I think, to watch with fire.
I know, there was some discussion about, like, which of the 3 games is the most punishing in terms of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I think SMB2, but...
I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say SMB2 is the most punishing. I don't know if that's the case or not.
And it depends on
like,
where you make the mistakes, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on where you make the mistake, and at least... Oh, see, that was a really tight jump that Sui just went for, because you have to crouch and jump at the very edge of that platform, otherwise you'll run into an elevator up above, and yeah, that's another thing that being small Mario is significantly easier.
So now I can just bonk my head in the elevator, okay.
You can show how to mess it up in both ways. But yeah, it's a really nasty... World 6 is brutal. World 6, 7, and of course 8 are just very unforgiving. Nice.
So now I gotta be really careful.
Yeah, I feel like I guess it depends on what game you're good at for how punishing it can be. And it also depends on the time you're going for, because I feel like SMB1 doesn't have to be really punishing if you can go a few levels without your power-up.
I'm amazed I didn't get hit there.
Dude, I didn't know if you were gonna make that one.
Alright, so come on, give me a forward Bowser. That is not a forward Bowser.
The hitboxes are certainly more forgiving in this game. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm with you, Evening Giraffe. Yeah, I'm always impressed to see people knowing every single power-up spot, because I definitely don't know all of them. But, yeah.
I don't think I know all of them, but I know enough to where it won't Titanic a run.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you're someone that does the multi-game category... Ooh, that was a nice hammer stop. Yeah, when you play multiple games in a row, you kind of need to know all the backups. And they made that impossible for you, pretty much.
There was no getting around that one.
Yeah, no, that was like the worst situation they could put you in.
Trying to get extra lives.
Nice. Oh, I thought you had it.
It's not happening.
Okay. Yeah, if you you can bounce on that shell repeatedly and have it just keep hitting the wall, and then it'll start to give you infinite one-ups, pretty much. I don't honestly know what exactly it takes to set up that trick.
I know it's easier with the Koopas than versus the Buzzy Beetles.
That's what I was gonna ask, because it looked like it was a lot harder with the Buzzy Beetle, because they have a different hitbox.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, this is also what I get for not really practicing this game, but... Oh well.
Yeah, definitely cannot sleep on this game. Did you set up the crouch swim trick?
No, there's... Well, oh shoot, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so in this game, if you're just Big Mario, or if you have Fire Mario,
oh my God,
you're holding crouch.
This?
Ooh, nice, getting around that. Yeah, so what Sui just did, he crouched when he was on the ground, and then he did a swim. That gives you the small Mario hitbox. Even though you're still big, touching the ground while holding down and swim will give you a small hitbox. So if you're not confident in like using your fireballs to take out all the enemies, you can do it, or if you're just big, you can give yourself a smaller hitbox. It depends on how exactly you want to play the level. Because when you're starting out with this game, I think shooting enemies is one of the, or probably the hardest thing to learn.
Of course.
That 4 Cheep Cheeps as soon as you need a power-up. That's the classic SMB one.
So now, my next power-up is not until... 8-2?
So
I might take a game over in 8-1.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh,
you got one
and
life,
to
right?
answer someone's question in chat, a death does cancel out the small fire glitch.
Oh, this is another maze level. If you guys aren't really familiar with this game, this level you have to take the exact path or it's gonna reset.
So I can just damage boost here because I got mushrooms, so...
Yeah, if you don't.
Or... Okay, never mind.
I was wondering if that was gonna be the one time he gives you a good pattern, you don't even have to worry. You know, the whole thing of like holding A when you press start on the main menu to go back to the world you were last in, I had no idea that was a thing.
I didn't either until a couple years ago.
Yeah, like that blew me away. I was like, that's all I had to do this whole time? And, like, choosing what world you want to go to after you beat the game, I didn't know about that.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, I think I forget what button you press. I thought you could just choose, I think that's how they do any percent second quest or something.
Oh.
Yeah, because you just, like, I forget what button you have to press, but you can go straight to 8-1.
Probably A.
It's A or... Well, I'm honestly not sure. That would make sense. Yeah, what Cody said in chat, I'm so glad they added a chime for the path in the SNES version. It was so painful to get through the maze levels on the NES version. Because, like, you just had no idea if you were right or not.
Dropped jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I got so frustrated with those maze levels as a kid. Oh my gosh.
I remember as a kid playing it, and then just having no idea if I'm right or wrong, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna run out of time.
Yeah, like, it's fine for a little bit, and then you're like, okay, dude, I just want to beat the level. I'm no longer having fun. Just please tell me how to beat this. I can't remember if they added chimes for the Game Boy Color version, because I had Mario Bros. Deluxe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, press B to select world. I remember Peach saying that, but I never remember what Peach says. I beat the game and then I reset to start a new speed run.
Okay, so this...
I haven't done second quest in a long time.
So from World 5, this went from a really good run to a Titanic SMB 1.
That's kind of how SMB 1 goes. It's hard to get a nice in-between run.
Like, this was definitely sub 20.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow! That was insane!
What?
Okay. So that was a frame-perfect jump to not die there. That wall jump was insane. Yeah, you have to... For that to happen, you have to be between 2 blocks and press A, the frame that you touch the wall. So, incredible recovery. That was insane.
I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, I'm kind of blown away that worked out. That's so funny.
Alright, get rid of these hammer bros.
Oh wow, nice position.
Alright.
Dude, that wall jump was insane. Like, I can't get over how well that was done.
That's one for the highlight reel.
Yeah, that was good. Oh yeah, I played a lot of Duck Hunt when I had Mario Bros. 1. That is super fun.
That game was amazing.
I've seen someone's NES glitch out from, I think it was 8-2 of SMB1, and it like wrong warped them to Duck Hunt somehow.
What?
Yeah, I think it was Aaron Truitt, I want to say. I think it was his console that did that. Nice wall jump. That wall jump, there's a setup for it that he did. He walked off the first pipe before holding run, and that gives you a 2-frame window to get that wall jump. And I know 2 frames is really not a lot, but you'd be surprised by how much easier it is when you have 2 frames instead of 1.
And I think it's a full frame rule slower to do 2 frame versus 1. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you lose 0.3 seconds, but the frame perfect wall jump is so much harder. And a nice Bowser, okay. Classic Big Mac.
Thank God that's over.
Yeah. Okay, now on to my personal favorite. I love SMB 2, and it's the game I've played the most, so big fan. But yeah, what I love about this game is you get to choose between 4 characters, and of course for this run you only use Mario or Peach like once each, which kind of underwhelming. You can use them in more levels if you want. And Stewie's showing off a double jump. If you jump when you're extremely close to an enemy, like going through their sprite basically, it allows you to jump again in midair.
I'm actually going to be so sad if this run does somehow PvE. And it's like a Mercy PvE. And then I have to run against basically a free Mario 1.
Dude, that sounds amazing. I don't know.
I mean, it's good and bad.
I've seen people play SME1 with the Lost Levels tile set. That's pretty cool. And
Wait, you can
yeah,
do
it's
that?
just that's what they're saying in chat. They actually have all of the graphics. I've seen it before, but I didn't know. So, what Stu was trying to do, if you pick up this first bird and then you have to spawn the second one and go back to the original carpet. So he's trying to return to the original carpet he jumped on to have super speed. But when the carpets are too close, they kind of merge, and it's a very awkward thing to try to jump back on. But nailing it this time.
It's ridiculous.
Yep, yeah, having the carpet stack on top of each other makes it so difficult to separate them. But the amount of speed you get from that fast carpet's also insane. And the way the Birdo Fight works is Birdo shoots an egg about every 4 seconds. So if you get there a little too late, then you have to wait a full additional 4 seconds before Birdo shoots. So that's kind of like the goal in every level where you have to fight a Birdo with just eggs. You want to get there as fast as possible just to make sure you don't lose 4 entire seconds.
I don't know if you saw...
they're asking... What's up?
I tried going... Oh my god. Alright. So... I'm not gonna die, because I'm already gonna be down to 1 life. But I tried going for the snippet grab at the beginning of 1-3. I didn't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try this again.
So this is actually a really, really cool wrong warp you get to do. If you take... Okay, nice. If you take damage and you're like in that flashing animation, you interact with enemies a little bit different. And if you're trying to climb up the ladder while the enemy's pushing you down, it kind of... That looks pretty cool. It pushes you down while you're climbing the vine. And if you go off screen while climbing something, the game's like, oh, okay, you're climbing off screen, let's transition you to the next screen. And for whatever reason, the next screen happens to be right behind the boss.
Yeah, let's not go for that one.
It's just an extremely convenient thing of how the levels are set up in memory, but yeah, climbing down a vine in one room happens to take you to the exit of that same room. And normally he would have had to get a key, but he just completely skipped the key by doing that wrong warp.
I should have saved like 20 seconds there and I lost 30. Oh well.
Yeah. Taking any damage in 1-3 is a very significant.
Well, on the 1-2 death.
Yeah, and the 1-2 death, yeah. Yeah, definitely give this game a try. Like I said, I really, really like this game. Yeah, it's extremely fun. And, like, you haven't seen the other characters yet, but Luigi can jump super far, Princess Peach can float, like, the game has a lot to offer. So we're gonna try to get a star kill on Birdo. This will be an instant kill if he gets it. I know you're a little far to the right, but I think you're gonna get it. Nice.
Just barely.
Honestly, when I was a kid, I didn't appreciate this game as much as when I started speedrunning it. I had the Game Boy Advance version too, so that may have made it a little worse.
Yeah, I wasn't too fond of that version.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I mean, it was the first Game Boy Advance game I got, so I was like, oh, this is amazing, but looking back, it's not too good. And the digging in World 2 is not the most fun. Like in the speedrun where if you grab 5 cherries, that's what makes a star spawn. And it just adds something unique to the levels. And you have to like know how to avoid the Shy Guys, because every time they fall from one level to the next, they just go in the direction of your character. So Stewie's going either left or right, depending on what he needs to make the Shy Guy go away from him.
I was a little surprised I got away with one of those digging patterns, but it worked.
Yeah, one of them I definitely thought he was going to walk towards you. Oh, the speedrun of SMB2 is so good. Nice.
So you can get trolled there if he shoots a fireball, and it just completely ruins the setup.
Yeah, so Birdo has a chance, depending on how much HP the red Birdos have, they'll shoot they're more likely to shoot fire. Like, the less HP they have, the more likely they are going to shoot fire. So you can get trolled there, but what Stewie did is he threw the block right when Birdo shot an egg, so the block hit Birdo, bounce off the egg, hit Birdo again, and then if you crouch underneath the block, it bounces again and does a third hit, so it's a very cool setup to take out Birdo really consistently.
There's a couple of bosses where there's going to be a similar setup like that.
Yeah. I will admit that I definitely started to enjoy digging after I got better at it from the speedrun. Oh, and so Stewie, depending on your Y subpixel, you'll go through the ground a little bit, and if you do that while an enemy is beneath you, you just skip digging a tile. It's just like completely subpixel dependent, but he got it.
Like, up until recently, I never understood what caused that. I thought it was just luck.
I mean, it's essentially luck, unless you're a TAS, you know, but yeah. If you get the right Y subpixel, you go into the ground a tiny bit. Ooh, almost got that wrong warp. Yeah. You can do a mini wrong warp that takes you to the same spot, just further to the right.
You do have to be careful if you're small and you go for that wrong warp, though, because if you do the wrong warp, and then you die before the screen transitions to the next room, you're basically... the run's over, because you'll just game over. Because you don't even get control of your character on the next spawn, it just kills you right away.
Oh yeah, it's a very brutal soft lock. And what he did there is he threw the tweeter at the wall, and then it bounces off the wall, and bounces, like, for 3 total hits on Triglide, getting, like, a very fast kill. And this is, like, the most... My friend Kurt always says this is, like, the hardest easy level in the game.
I think so.
Yeah, because it looks easy, like, relatively, but it is so difficult to do fast. So the reason he's picking Toad over the other characters is because Toad is faster when you're holding onto an enemy or a block. Yeah, and Toad, like you said, also picks things up way faster, so it's much speedier if you're choosing Toad. Ooh, that could have been bad. You'll see if he chooses, or when he chooses Luigi or the other characters, like, Peach and Luigi pick things up so extremely slow. It's really rough.
And probably for the best, like, all-around character would probably be Mario. But... yeah,
Mario is pretty good for that reason. But this is the one level you see Peach in, for, like, a very obvious reason once we get to that section. Like, when Peach picks up the blocks at the end of the level, it's so slow. But yeah, you just float across this gap, and that skips so much of the level.
There is a strat that the TAS does where they just flip through the ground and they're able to go straight to the door. If only we can do that.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It hasn't been done by a human yet.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, like, look at how slow that... I mean, it doesn't look that slow within reason, but... Ooh, gotta get that double hit? Nice. It's... yeah, that is significantly slower than Skyrim. Why does the exit mouth open slowly sometimes? From my understanding, it just opens as soon as the music from the orb is done playing. I don't think there's anything beyond just, like, waiting for the orb music to finish, and then the door opens. I don't think. Like, I've heard some people say that there's something more specific to it, but I haven't seen any reasoning behind it.
I don't know.
But the cool thing is, so you watched Stewie pick up a block, and an egg went right through him, and while you're picking up objects, you're invincible. So that's the one cool thing about a slow pickup speed from Peach, is, like, you're just invincible for a really long time.
Yeah, don't try that with Toad. It never works.
Oh, it's so much harder with Toad. Yeah, the All-Stars version of the game is really cool too. I love both versions.
I'm debating on if I want to try the wrong warp, but I really don't feel like soft locking and playing all this again.
Yeah, I would avoid it personally. So he can do a wrong warp, and it's hard to explain, I guess, unless you see it. But you can soft lock if you mess it up, and that's really, like, if he would have to play through all of World 3 again, basically. So not doing the wrong warp is probably a good play in most situations.
I mean, it's cool to pull off, but in a marathon run, it's not really worth it.
It's cool to pull off, but if you don't get the star kill, then it's actually slower than this fight. So.
Wait, did I get that?
Yeah, I thought you got it.
Okay. I couldn't tell.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, you should be on one more, yeah. And if you do that crazy wrong warp where you get a star and kill monster, you can even skip that music and go straight to the door.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if I got that first hit just because I didn't see the bomb on screen.
I heard the sound of monster taking damage.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
Yeah. I love World 4, dude. The ice world is so cool to me. And there's just a rocket for no reason. Like, what more can you ask for?
Actually, there's two of them.
Yeah, there's even more than one rocket. It's incredible. And actually, the rockets take off, I believe it's every, like, 1.6 seconds, I think?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So if you got there too slow, then you actually would have had to wait, like, a full 1.6 additional seconds before you would take off.
And just before, like, the run, there was a glitch that Ethan showed me, like, for 80%, if it ever becomes a thing. For whatever reason, if you choose Peach in 4-1, we don't know what the setup is, but if you're positioned right and a fireball shoots from the cannon, it will just instantly warp you to World 6.
Yeah, it's like a TAS-only thing right now, but there is some crazy setup where the auto bombs shoot at the right time, and they just, for some reason, it overrides a certain part of RAM and it teleports you. Yeah, this is all a dream. Spoiler alert.
This is a dream, SMB3 is a play, it's all a lie.
This is another really cool use of the star to kill Birdo.
I thought I was too fast there.
I wasn't sure. So depending on when you grab the last cherry, that changes where the star will spawn. So that's why you really have to know, like, when you get to the rocket ship beforehand. Since the rocket ship goes off every 1.6 seconds, it'll give you a very consistent star spawn, but you have to know what's going to happen between the two. Yeah, zombie rocket's a thing.
Oh, I mean, like, on the... What I meant was, like, on the Shy Guy grab to get the star.
Oh yeah, that looks really close. On. Yeah.
Imagine getting punished for going too fast.
I would like to point out, Stewie did wait at the door at the beginning of this level, and it actually saves time to do that, because if he entered the door immediately, Birdo would have been really far left, and it just would have lost time that is easily avoided.
And up until very recently, I did not know that.
Ooh, a perfect Fry Guy fight, by the way. You did the really nice setup and got all the blocks in the right spot. All the small fries spawned where you wanted them, and yeah, nice.
Shout out to Rupert 83 for that strat.
Yeah, I learned that from Rupert as well.
So I'm gonna go for the triple hit on Birdo, if I'm fast enough. With the block.
Yes. Yep, if you get to the Birdo room just fast enough, you can do a really interesting setup with a block and have it bounce on your head while it takes out Birdo. It's actually really difficult to pull off, but...
Nope.
Ooh, that was so close, too. You had the right setup as far as Birdo goes.
I think I was really a little too high.
Yeah, just a little too high, but the backup worked out really well. This is a level where you'll see a lot of people choose Toad for it, because it's technically faster as Toad, but everything except for the end of the level is significantly harder as Toad. Like, as Luigi, it's so much nicer to get through.
I swear this level is the bane of my existence because of this Birdo fight. I hate it.
Yeah. The Birdo fight is extremely brutal. Also, he's, if you hold diagonal up left or up right, and press jump when you're about to fall off the ladder, you can actually jump off of it instead. Yeah, that saves a lot of time. It's easier with Luigi to do those vine jumps, so he's saving a lot more time by picking Luigi and just doing vine jumps up the whole thing.
Alright, Birdo, are you gonna be a troll or are you gonna be nice?
That was actually the setup for a really fast kill, too.
Ah, I thought I had it.
Yeah, if you just let the fish go through, you can like mash B and pick it up while it's going through you.
Yeah,
but it's kind of tricky.
I wasn't fast enough. That's actually probably the best 5-2 Birdo fight I've had in a long time. Just because it's so bad.
That's really good.
So there's a trick we're gonna go for in this boss fight, the crab, and it was found by world record holder Cool Kid, and it was completely by accident where if you throw a rock into the wall and then shortly after take damage, for whatever reason it'll shoot the rock into the ground and then come back up, and you'll get a free 5-hit kill on Crabio.
Yeah, it's really weird. In this game, if you're taking damage, but you throw an object, the object keeps moving. But like, the boss won't. Or enemies that are on the ground won't keep moving, but anything you threw does continue to move. Which, it actually doesn't happen on the All-Stars version, so I'm not really sure why it works that way here, but yeah, it lets you do a really nice strat. And if you couldn't do this strat, this boss is much more RNG dependent. Ooh, I wasn't sure if that was gonna work out for the double hit. And here's Birdo being a troll, because this is just RNG whether or not it's gonna shoot fire, and of course it shoots 2 fireballs in a row.
I had one run where he shot 6 fireballs in a row, and I'm like, are you kidding?
Wow. Ooh, perfect. Cool.
Oh,
He might get out. Yep. That was so good too. He just had the right movement to mess it up. Wow, and the hard hitbox is tiny.
Okay.
So, like, he did the right setup, but, yeah, because Claw Grip was moving left at that point, it was able to get out of it.
Oh, don't do it again.
I think he might do it again. Okay, nice. That was so mean. I've had that happen in runs, too, where just for whatever reason, you get the pattern where he likes to run away from you.
So we're gonna take a game over here just to refill our lives. Because there's a strat that I go for in 6-2 that both Ethan and Kurt hate.
It is not a great strat, admittedly. It's just riskier than it needs to be, is all. Which I'll explain that once we get there, but it's an interesting strat.
I don't agree with that damage.
Donations.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah,
go
go
for
for
it.
donations if we have a moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sure, we got a $20 donation from OOG37. Thank you very much. We've got a $20 donation from Hi, I'm Cody. Thanks for your donations.
Yeah, I hate jumping off the cacti in this
So,
section. It's so
My
mean.
game plan there was to try and take one of the power-ups, but yeah, didn't exactly work. This level sucks.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest levels in the game by far. Like, whether it be any percent or like all levels, it's definitely an extremely tough level.
Let's try this again.
Okay, yeah, going for the extra HP.
Yeah, just because I don't feel like dying and game overing again.
Yeah, I respect that. I don't even know what I was doing when I played this as a kid, because I would just throw the potions in the worst possible spots and never rarely find all the mushrooms.
I remember there was a ROM hack I played years and years ago. Oh, wow. Okay, thanks, Fanto. Where I don't even know like if there actually were power-ups because like they were so scarce, and I just felt lucky if I found them.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a couple in this game that are pretty hard to find, I would say. It's funny that you talk about the SNES having 16 bits, so it can handle more, but like, stars will still despawn on the SNES version.
Okay.
So this is the strat that we're not totally fans of.
No.
Ooh, did you recover that? Okay, wow. Being able to mess that up and still get a second attempt is crazy.
Oh.
So yeah, the reason why this is kind of a sketchy strat is typically you would kill this thing shooting fire, but since you're not, you don't know where the enemies are going to spawn. Yeah, so those Bezos can spawn differently based on the flames coming out of that particular enemy. The mask thing terrified me as a kid as well. Yeah, whenever you grab a key, that thing will chase you around. And, yeah, I don't think anyone liked those things growing up.
No.
Yeah, like, I still don't like them at all.
So the way
That
I
was
just
really
did
nice
6-1 there, that's how it's meant to be done.
Yeah, that was a clean 6-1.
So I'll go for that 6-2 strat one more time, and if I fail it, then I'll just take what I call the Weenie Hut Jr. route and just ride the Albatross over.
Weenie Hut Jr. out, alright.
I mean, I could just warp back to where I am in World 6.
Yeah, I mean, especially for, like, a marathon, that's totally fine. If this was, like, the normal run, you wouldn't be allowed to do that. I don't think you could get away with that.
Try this one more time.
It is cool though that this level does have like 3 or 4 ways you can do it, and even you can get through this level quickly with every single character too.
There we go.
Yep, that's the spawn that he wanted to see. Yep, nicely done. But Kurt and I always give him a hard time for doing that strat. it's so bad, dude. It's so risky. Wow, that was close.
How did that not hit?
I have no idea. So if you're standing between 2 mushrooms, it just won't let you pick either of them up. And that, which is what was happening to Sui just now. You would think you could pick at least one of them up, but no, you get nothing instead.
You get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir.
Ooh, nice, getting the potion jump. Yeah, if you jump off that section and throw the potion just right, you can get enough height to
I'm kind
go
of
over
sad
the
by
wall.
that because in the warpless run that we did a couple weeks ago, that jump took forever, and it was in a world record run.
Yeah.
And now here, when the run's pretty much dead, I get it, no problem.
Yeah, that's how speedrunning goes. As soon as there's nothing on the line, you get the hard tricks immediately. That was a perfect 6-3 though. Potion jump, you got the triple hit on the Birdo, and then a clean trike like that. Like, that was really good.
I might retime that because that might have been a gold 6-3.
Yeah, it looked really smooth. I mean, the only thing that didn't happen was getting, like, the very first Birdo cycle, but yeah. The scariest pillars in the game.
Yes.
I guess the music in this game is kind of upbeat and fun. Like, even if you're, like, really focused on the game, once you start listening to the music, it, like, chills me out a little bit.
Yeah.
This vertical climb is extremely intense depending on the routes or the strats you want to do. Like, if you can't do ladder jumps, this part is pure pain. Yeah, I don't think they really changed much at all when they made the All-Stars versions. Because, like, so many of the tricks still work on the All-Stars ones. Well, Small Fire doesn't, though.
Sadly.
Actually. Yeah, I know, that'd be so good. So this... Oh, man, this might be one of the most technical levels in the game in turn... Because, like, you have to... Wart... first of all, Wart has a veggie machine in his room, and it spits out veggies about every 4 seconds, so you can only damage Wart, just like Birdos, you know, every 4 seconds, but to get to the optimal Wart cycle is extremely hard. Like, you really cannot mess up much at all.
I don't even think I can get second cycle now. So I'm looking at my timer and I don't know.
I've never looked at a timer for this level, so I actually don't know.
Oh, you don't use a segment timer?
No, I should. Because, like, if you're using a segment timer, you can make sure Ward is in a good position, basically. And Ward's position really matters for a couple of throws. Like, it can be significantly harder.
Alright, should be good.
Yeah, I do it by feel, honestly. But yeah, see, looking at a segment timer, he knew when the veggie would come out and that Ward would be all the way up front for that first throw. And this fight is actually extremely hard, too. If you guys haven't tried this fight, definitely give it a shot, because getting all of the veggies in a row is so tough. Yeah. Ooh, barely missed it. Nice. And that is SMB 2.
Alright. Now, if we can not have a train wreck SMB 3, that would be great. I mean, I'm having a good time, so...
There we go. Sometimes entering the final door is the hardest part. I've missed that door before in, like, in PBs. The overworld bonk for good luck. Yeah, dude, SMB3 is such a good game, too. Like this is probably the most fun I've had playing on my NES back in the day.
So, even though this is my strongest game of the 3, I haven't really been playing 100% much lately, so there's still quite a bit that can go wrong. But
it won't.
No, it won't.
Yeah, the subcon K rule. Yeah, definitely that was King K rule. Honestly, I didn't know that you don't grab a mushroom in 1-1 in this run.
So depending on what the hammered road does, I might go to the fort before 1-4.
Oh, interesting, okay.
Because then you can get early flower.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the way that Stewie's getting P-Speed is... It might look fairly simple, I guess, but getting P-Speed in this game is actually way harder than it looks in some levels. What's 100% press? That's a good question. We were talking about that before the marathon, actually. It's every level you have to play through, including the hands in World 8, and you have to fight every hammer bro.
And the plant levels in World 7.
Oh, yep, the plants in World 7. You have to do that as well.
Alright, so I want this hammer to go up.
Ooh, okay. Good RNG. That's weird in SMB3. Yeah, like, you can... So, in the fort that Stewie just played, if he didn't take damage, he actually would have grabbed the whistle, but yeah, you cannot use the whistle. Because if you use a whistle, then you're not completing the castle in that particular world, so yeah, you can't use them. You can grab them if it makes a level faster.
I'm debating on whether or not I should go for tunnels since I have the fire flower.
I mean, tunnel's pretty sick. I guess it wouldn't really change anything, too.
I mean, it could screw up the boss pattern.
Yeah. Honestly, I've gotten the 1-6 boss pattern so many times in Warpless. Like, it just kept giving it to me. And I didn't really want it.
This one's a little bit different, though, because it spawns the end card, which wastes a little bit more time.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah.
Actually, it might spawn the end card here, because... Oh, shoot.
Is that like every 8,000 points or something?
80,000, yeah.
Oh, 80,000, okay.
Why not whistle in World 8?
You're not a bad idea. We've seen it happen before.
I mean, I've heard if you whistle in Bowser's Castle, then something...
Yep, have to play it. So what makes it spawn in that location? Do you know?
Because it was the last thing I beat.
Okay. Oh, yeah, if you're just tuning in, he had to play 2 other games. He had to play SMB1 and SMB2 before this one. And yeah, because he fought the Hammer Bro in that particular spot and got 80,000 points, it did spawn the Spade game.
And for the lulz, I just did the whole thing.
Yeah, that was... You were fast with that.
Normally we would not play through the whole end card, but since it's a marathon run and PB is gone, why not?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have to play it, you may as well just have fun with it, right?
Exactly.
So now you are getting the normal 1-6 pattern.
Yeah, this should be a normal warpless pattern.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the map movement, right?
Oh, no, it's not going to spawn with end card.
Oh, but you also already have fire, so it's like 1 faster than the normal warpless one.
Actually, I have no idea. No, I don't. I actually don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what pattern this would be.
I mean, if I get hit, I have fire flowers in my inventory anyway, so...
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's the cool thing about doing the card game. When you match the cards, you actually get that item in your inventory. So, luckily, he's set for a few different spots. I guess I don't know if that changes that much in Hondo, but it's just nice to have as a backup.
And it gives me a couple extra stars and fire flowers, so...
Yeah. Oh, and we were talking about the boss pattern, so between the time of finishing the last level in a world and entering the pipe in the auto-scroller, you'll know what boss pattern you get.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get trolled here.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
I don't
clearly,
I feel like I'm gonna get a jump pattern.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about too. Oh, no.
Oh.
Pattern?
Okay.
Okay. Amazing. That's like the ideal pattern. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's actually
yeah, there's 8 different card game patterns you can get.
I didn't even know there were that many.
Yeah.
I haven't played enough of this.
I mean, at one point I used to know all 8 of them, but I don't.
Yeah, what up, Cab?
What's up, Cab?
Yeah, thanks for watching, dude. Yeah, I think that's the only good thing about auto-scrollers for the boss levels, is that you can use that to know the exact pattern you're gonna get from the boss. That's why people can go for fire kills in so many levels, because they just know what to expect from the boss.
I'll wait until the fort to re-equip my fire flower.
I was gonna say, you could go for P-Speed in 2-2 if you know how to do that.
No.
I have no idea how to do it.
Nope.
I didn't know if it was like just easier if you can damage boost or not, but...
It probably is. Ah, we have one too many coins, that's not good.
Oh, that's a shame, yeah. Gonna have to deduct a couple of points for that. Oh, and if Stewie's ever pulling back at these end cards, he doesn't want to have 3 of the same one. If he gets 3 of the same, then he gets fireworks. So that's why he'll be pulling back in some levels and making sure he doesn't get like 3 stars in a row. Wouldn't that smooth P-Speed? Very nice.
Thank you, Mitch, for helping me figure out how to do that.
This P-Speed strat that you do is so much nicer than the like optimal one.
There's for what he showed me for the first jump, there's actually like a white dot in the ground.
Yep.
And you just do a full jump from there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been looking at too. And yeah, Stewie equipped a fire flower for this level because killing the Boom Boom is much faster if you have fire. Yeah, fire flower Mario looking out his window is one of the best emotes.
I love that emote.
It's so good. And then Teeks has the hammer Mario looking out his window. Oh, doing green rocket? What the heck? Yeah, if you bring a shell to that section with P-Speed, then it bounces way faster, destroying all the blocks like way faster than the normal strat.
I still think red rocket's better.
It looks cooler. It's just funny the amount of lag you get if you grab the red shell at the beginning of the level is so crazy.
There was one run I remember I did, and I think Haxor was commentating it, and he was like, and if you look to your left, you'll see his console chugging along at 1 FPS.
Yeah, it gets really slow in some spots. Nice. Yeah, if him equipping the star let him take out the boomerang that the bro throws, which is good because the chest doesn't spawn until the boomerang is off the screen, so it actually does save a little bit of time.
Ah.
Dude, I'm so worried about that happening in this level, like, because I have a specific way to play it, and sometimes bouncing off one Koopa lands you in front of the next.
Yeah, that's
I know
not,
that pain.
That's not what I normally do, but oh well. So I'm gonna save my other fire flower for like when I really need it, because I can get a fire flower on the airship, and I don't really need it for anything else right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's the boss pattern? So you'll be entering the castle from
2-4.
2-4. Yeah, okay.
I think I remember it.
Oh, I have no idea. So, I only know the really easy ones from Morplis.
Yeah, a couple of the Honda ones are a little jank, but sticky hill, thank you. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, that is subpixels, right? When you get the sticky hill. Yeah, so that was just bad luck, pretty much, stopping, like, very abruptly. Then do you use a star for the fire bros?
No, I'm just gonna use a mushroom.
Oh, okay. This is another thing I didn't know about until the speedrun, is that there's just a bro hiding back here.
And he was in the worst possible tile.
Yep, as far away as he can be. And those guys have janky hitboxes.
We call that the Elo Niger bro, because he seemed to get it all the time.
Of course. Honestly, I think 2-4 is my favorite level in World 2.
It's one of the scariest for that reason.
Yes, that one bro makes it a very stressful level. And then it sends you that far back. That's such a nasty combination.
And then that boomerang bro can be a troll.
Yeah. I watched people do like a crouch jump off of it, and I realized it's such a good strat to like deal with both the situations I guess you can be in. Oh yeah, the block breaking with the beetle. Yeah.
Down input?
I didn't even mention that if you're close enough to a brick when you throw a shell, it'll break the brick and just go straight through Mario without dealing damage. That's like something we do so often we don't think about, but yeah.
Since Mario decided not to go down when I was holding down, I have no clue what the pattern is.
Okay, yeah,
what I did was I held right, and then I tried to buffer it down, so I would just go down right away. So I would know what the pattern is, but now I have no idea.
Are you just gonna do the stomping strat then?
No, I'm just gonna wing it.
Okay.
There is a possibility I'll get what's called the run for your life pattern, where... yeah, you'll see what happens. Oh yeah, Mr. Anger Pants, yeah, the tail is very limited in the speedrun. It's much slower to fly than to just run with P-speed.
It's the same way. When I played this as a kid, I grabbed the tail as much as I can. Like, Firefly is cool, but I don't know, I didn't really take advantage of it growing up. I definitely wanted that tail to just fly around.
Yeah. I knew it.
Oh, wow. Ooh, nice kill, though, for being that wacky pattern.
Yeah, so, running with P-speed, your speed is 56, and running, or flying with the tail, it's 23?
You can get it up to 30, but I assume it like, goes down right away.
Yeah.
Oh, Cap, yeah, like Kev is saying, 7-4 can be so painful to watch. It just chugs along so bad.
Yep.
Firefly was so SMB1, yeah. Ooh, the jump! Frame perfect. Do you think so? Is World 3 better in Hundo than Warbless for you?
I mean, it can be, but
Like, you don't have to worry about runaways, I guess. Well, I guess it's still a lot of movements.
yeah, it's still a time loss, but it's not a run ender.
Oh man, just barely missing the P speed. He was
Yeah.
running to the left, so
I
that
think
when
I
he
got-
jumped.
I got debated by that arrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ran left so that he was waiting for the platform to get to the right point, so that running on the platform would build P speed. But it's very difficult to get on the platform at the right pixel, you know, and like at the right time. So it's easy to not gain P speed on it. Yeah, I don't hear echoey
Yeah,
audio personally.
I don't either.
Yeah, for me it sounds normal, so I'm not sure. Red Ash 3 might be the most chill level in this world. Well, actually, the fort's not. The first fort isn't too bad either.
Yeah.
3-1 would have been chill, but you got the fancy jump. Oh! Almost. Yeah, so what he was trying to do, he enters the door. The frame that you appear after like coming out on the other side, if you hit it the exact frame you appear, it takes you to the boss room. But yeah, it's frame perfect, so pretty difficult.
There is a way, fellow runner Teeks88 found a way to make it consistent by using a metronome, and he was able to perfect getting that trick.
Oh yeah, Teeks is insanely good at it.
Like, I gotta be careful because of that whistle there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with all the items you have, your layout is a bit different
Yeah,
for your inventory.
that's not where it normally would be.
Oh, do you have... I guess they're asking if you have, like, the SpeedGaming stream open or something on your end, because they do hear double audio.
I don't think I do.
Oh, and every time you finish a level, the bridge is either open or closed, which is a pretty big deal in Warpless. I don't really think it matters nearly as much in 100%, but...
Apparently I did.
You didn't have... Okay, there you go.
I really did not know.
I mean, I couldn't hear it, so I had no idea.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything either.
Oh, there you go. Honestly, for some reason, this was like one of my favorite levels in this world. At least for Warpless. It just, I don't know, something about it seemed kind of fun. And in, like, casually, you get to slide down a bunch of hills if you want to.
Yeah.
And, ooh, the green block, I don't know how,
And
oh,
the
and the green
green
donut.
donut.
How does that even work?
I think it's when, like, you see how when the screen's scrolling, there's, like, those colors that just barely come up.
Mhm.
I think it picks, like, the next color, and then it does that.
Interesting. Yeah, just depending on when you press it.
Yeah.
Hit it. Huh. Because I've always seen people do that, but had no idea what was happening.
Yeah, I think it's something with, like, what color is on the screen when you're on that item.
Interesting.
Wrong way. So what I was trying to do there was I was trying to throw it at the other coin block and do what's called an invisible coin block, but not a big deal.
Yeah, just for show.
Probably one of the most fun levels in the run.
Yeah, I know that one's so good. I feel like that level almost feels out of place with all those. I don't even know what the enemy is called that throws those black orbs.
I think they're called spikes.
Oh, just spikes.
I think.
And like these boo tiles, or like platforms, seem just so random to me.
Yeah, they feel a little out of place for me.
But they're kind of like, I think they're one of the coolest platforms in the game still. But yeah, it seems so crazy to have that out of nowhere. Yeah, I think what like we were saying, SGH, I saw some video that mentioned the scrolling. I need to watch through it again because I clearly don't remember it. But I remember them talking about having to get some trick to make it work out right. I mean, at least when I played SMB3 for the first time, it blew me away how different it was from the other NES games I played. I basically went from like SMB1 straight to SMB3. So yeah, it was kind of mind-blowing.
And then SMB2 is like the lost gem.
Yeah. Ooh, the H jump. Kind of one of the hardest jumps in this world.
I'm gonna try for an unnecessarily aggressive kill on this next boss.
Okay. Do you like stomp on Wendy immediately to get that done, or do you shoot some fireballs first?
Usually I do 2 double taps and then stomp. You can get a third one in, but I wasn't too successful at getting 3. So you do 2 double taps, a stomp, and then you... Mitch was telling me you want to be on the right side, but...
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, I don't know if it's better subpixels or something, I'm not sure.
I feel like the bosses have very small hit... Like, at least Wendy, I felt like it had a very small hitbox whenever I was standing to the left. Yeah, like Stewie's been doing in the auto-scrollers. You can do that in these auto-scrollers as well, like change some of the blocks to crazy-looking colors. I don't know if is there one for this stage, actually?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I think this is the only one.
I think the power-up block is too far away.
Okay, yeah. Those screws are the worst platform in the game. I fell off them so many times. And just like fell into a pit or something, or fell into a flame.
Yeah, it's not fun when that happens.
Nice. I was worried after missing that one fireball.
I didn't think that was gonna work.
You can only have 2 fireballs on screen at one time, so if you miss a fireball, you have to wait quite a bit, and you can't mash nearly as fast, but... Nice.
Well, you can still mash, but nothing will happen.
Yeah, that's true. You can mash. Doesn't everyone say that's the real Mario in the game? King.
I've heard some talk about it, yeah.
Everyone's like, no, that's the real Mario, man. You don't get it. They have like a conspiracy theory for the story. I just treat this Mario as the real one. I don't really think too hard about it. Ooh, nice fast 4-1. Commentator's curse. I'll take the blame for that one. Yeah, so those are the 2. You can do the P-Speed that he did before, or use the shell to get P-Speed. I don't think the shell method loses much time, right?
I think it's like 1 second.
Okay, it's like, yeah. I guess that's not much time to me, but if at a high level, that definitely played a bigger role. But the shell strat is so much comfier.
Could have used a music box here to trap the hammer, bro.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's like the funny difference between Hundo and Warpless. In Warpless, you use the music boxes to avoid them, but in Hundo, you're like, wait, I can like fight it sooner.
Ideally, what you want in 100% for World 4 is you want the cloud to go between 4-2 and 4-3, and then after 4-1, and then you're just using music box to trap him. Are you?
Wow, that little turn back?
Wow,
that's crazy.
And I knew right away.
Dude, I'm very surprised that reduced the speed just enough. Okay. I always do like the strat where you don't even jump on the wooden blocks. I had no idea that would be a factor.
Yeah, if you do a very small turn back at the wrong time, you'll just barely not have enough momentum.
Okay. Dang, I had no idea. Yeah, see, some jumps in this game are very particular with the speed you have, and apparently that's one of them. Nice. Orange 3 is also one of the toughest levels in this game, in this world.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, for me, at least. Wow. So, okay. I feel like you don't often see marathons in World 4, but the Hammer Bros, when they move after a level, if two of them move onto the same tile, they do that forever, pretty much. And yeah, they can go for a long time.
In theory, they can marathon forever.
Yeah,
there's nothing in the code to tell them to stop.
Which is insane to me. I don't know, I feel like in development it must have happened one time. And they were like, oh, that's kind of cool, let's just keep it in there. I mean, World 6 can be so much worse with marathons. Oh, man. A nice P-speed. You have to land at the very far left of that first platform to get the P-speed that Stewie just got. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, the most trolly spiny you could possibly get.
I know I did a high estimate on this because I wasn't sure how this would go. Oh well.
Dude, all of the games have points where it can be so volatile, like, yeah. But overall, I'd say it's going pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying it, so...
But yeah, it's a super fun run, like, even if you don't like PB or whatever, I think just doing all 3 games in a row is really cool. I feel like it's the same reason people love watching All-Star speedruns. All 4 or all 5, just so much Mario to watch.
Should I go for the secret exit?
I don't remember what it is.
I'll take a couple tries at it. Not that many though.
Which secret exit, I should say. I definitely thought of Secretest 1 in 5-1 when you said that.
Oh, no. Alright, 1, 2, 3...
So, this clip is something
4.
dependent. So, it's... Like, in SB1, these clips are significantly easier to get, but yeah, in this game, it's very luck... I mean, it's essentially luck-based if you can't manipulate it right.
So I want a Fire Flower for the next level. That's kind of why I'm going back. Normally we wouldn't do this. Normally there'd be a button on the console labeled reset that we would press, but...
Oh, are you doing the fort next?
No, I'm doing 4-6.
Oh, okay.
It's just more consistent with the Fire Flower.
Oh yeah, it's definitely easier if you have a Fire Flower for it. The only other Fire Flower that he could get right now is in 4F2. Or the next fort that he'd be approaching. Oh,
Alright. Wow.
wow. That is so unlikely.
What are the odds of that?
It's so lucky it's 4-6. Yeah, because those clips are also sub-pixel dependent, and you have to be like at just the right pixel to clip into blocks like that. But yeah, he managed to do it. That's insane.
This is one of the rare ports that I don't understand in this game. Because like it feels like you can do the exact same thing every time, and you will just never get P-speed.
Yeah, the P-speed in this level is very particular. I've seen a lot of people do like slightly different setups for it too, so yeah. Definitely finicky.
What is this supposed to be? Like I've never figured this one out.
Oh, the little Dino King? Dude, he's my favorite one.
Oh, that's a dino?
Ah, that's what I think it is. I have no idea what the lore says, but to me it's just a little dinosaur.
Yeah. So, if anyone needs like a bathroom break, drink break, snack break, this is the perfect airship for it. Because it's the slowest
so
one in the
long.
game.
Like the World 7 one's like longer, right? But this is the slowest moving one.
Yeah, World 7 is longer, but this one moves slower, so it feels longer.
So brutal.
If there's any donations, feel free to throw them out, because this airship's about 2 minutes long.
I don't see any present.
Okay. Alright, what would you
Is that
grade?
perfect alignment?
What would...
I
That
can't
looks
tell.
it.
That's either... I think I think that's perfect alignment. If it was 1 pixel off, I honestly couldn't tell. That looks good to me. It's shaped like the Dino Chicken Nuggets. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so that's screw alignment that you go for. You try to line up the moving platform with the gray one that's right past it. That's just like a goofy thing everyone's been going for, and Stewie nailed it.
We call that respecting the devs, which we normally would not do in a speedrun.
Is there any way to even make that consistent?
I doubt it.
I don't know, like, what makes it spin as much as it does, I guess. Like, it's just, to me, it's always random.
I think it is.
We need someone to test that out. Nice. Yeah, this is like the worst boss. Well, this and Wendy are so annoying if you have to stomp on them. Like, this guy will just go straight through you.
I still have a grudge with this boss after 4 years, because I soft locked in a tournament race. And...
Oh. Huh?
So what happened was my 10th fireball hit him on the same frame that he raised his wand to shoot. And I don't know if it does it every time. But if that happens and there's a chance, then he'll just die with the wand and there's nothing you can do.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, between that and the boss just actually jumping straight through you, it's not... Probably my least favorite boss.
Yep, and that soft lock was how I got eliminated.
Oh, really? That's brutal.
Yep. Alright,
Hey.
part of the course for World 5, moving to 4 right away.
Mm-hmm. There's some things that you would never expect to screw you over in SMB3, but oh, they find a way. Like the bombs, or bombs, if you jump on them, the frame that they go to explode, then they explode for a super long time and you look like guaranteed to be hit by it.
Didn't that happen to someone recently?
Yeah, I believe it was Teeks in the tournament race. It made him lose his camera speed because of it.
Like, he jumped on it and then it blew up right away.
Yep. That happened when I started doing warpless speedruns. I was like, wait, what? Like, you have no idea what happens in the moment, you know?
That's so jank.
Yep. I mean, it was one of the last times I actually did all 4 warpless. I had that happen to me, and I got an overkill on the Boom Boom with fire.
Oh, yeah, where you have to stop them?
Mm-hmm. Because you can mash with 2 buttons on All-Stars, and that's what I did, and, yeah, it worked against me, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's... If a fireball hits Boom Boom on the on some frame when he first spawns in, then it'll just overload him. I don't know the exacts. It's something really stupid.
I think I was still had 2 fireballs hitting at the exact same time.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then that just, like... I forget the exact specifics of it, but for whatever reason, that messes up its HP.
Yeah, it overloads its health to, like, a couple hundred something. I don't... Oh my god. It's like a couple hundred or something. It's really stupid.
Oh yeah, you have to... Yeah, it... it does set his HP to such an insane value.
I overdid it. No.
Oh no. The coin count.
Dang it. So, I music boxed after, like, before the fort to trap this Hammer Bro here, because Hammer Bros cannot cross over completed levels or pipes.
Yeah, it's definitely a good strat to use the music box to trap any bros and stop them from moving a bunch. Especially the one upstairs can have so many movements, depending on where it is. Like that, yeah. A bunch of movements.
I don't think I've gotten anything but movements of 4 yet.
Oh, that orb got so close.
Yeah, I don't know how that didn't hit.
Wow, that was... Oh, I thought you gained P-Speed back from that, too.
I don't know how I
the
didn't.
dodges here. Jeez. Entering, like, the furthest left pixel in that pipe or something, too. Yeah, the Twisted Towers, I should have
First
really
thing Hammer
done
Bro
that.
was right there.
Yep, yeah, that's where he
Perfect-
moves constantly.
Perfect spot for movements of 4.
Yep. You managed to make it past the lag spike in this level. That's the main
That was what I was worried
thing.
about.
Yep, that's like a small victory. Yeah, around all those spinners and like the waterfall area, there's a huge lag spike, and it's really easy to try jumping because you're used to landing on the platform, but then the lag happens, so you like press jump early or something. It's super nasty.
Still not in the clear yet, because you can just keep going in and out of the castle.
Yep.
And it's really,
Oh yeah, this...
it's really annoying.
Oh, dude, he can move constantly. It's like my least favorite world in Warpless.
Oh my
Between this
God,
and
movement
World
of
4.
1. What is that?
What the heck?
I might actually do the fort first just to trap him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, at least you have a little bit of variety in what levels you do. In the order, at least, in Hundo.
Or, I mean, I could just use a music box.
Yeah.
So I didn't use one until 4.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I guess that just depends on...
Well, because I'm
It's
guaranteed
just a
a movement
gamble
of
either
1
way.
here.
Yeah. Guaranteed movement of 1, and then it's either like a movement of 4, probably, or... Well, I guess you have a couple of options for it to not be.
So I did a little slow down there, because if you go too fast into that pipe, you will actually get squished by the other side of the screen and you die.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, there's actually a way to die there, and I've seen that happen to runners. Nice. It feels so good when you have this level down, and like get the
Yeah.
P-speed every time and everything. Some of those jumps are really awkward, especially with those fake block enemies.
So
No, Jesus.
I thought about it, but considering how much of a train wreck some of these games have been, Alright, I'll do this, though.
Oh, yes, the People's Clip. Let's go. People's Champ. Yeah, that... the wrong... I don't even know if that's really a wrong warp, I guess, but the trick he just did, like, lose his time. I guess it's not a wrong warp, because it's using that pipe. I used to do that in every warpless run, actually, just because, like, why not? I don't know why you can... Because there's, like, a pixel on every down-facing pipe that has a warp that allows you to enter it, right? Like what you just did.
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
But I don't know anything about that. Like, I know it's part of the wrong warp, but that's it. And the Jesus clip would have been at the very beginning of the fort. You can, like, clip into the corner, and it'll take you to the boss room, but once again, it's subpixel dependent, you know, like, pixel perfect. Not very likely.
Yeah, and if you miss, you're dead.
Yeah. He was entering the pipe, just in a weird way, pretty much. Like, if you jump to the right of the pipe, I think you just have to hold down left and it'll do that for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's really easy to do, it just looks crazy.
So, I almost autopiloted here and ran off because I've been playing a lot of randomizer.
Oh yeah,
And
without the
this
screen
And
scroll.
this is one of the 2 auto-scrollers in Rando that can't be turned off.
Okay. I'm glad you stopped yourself. I still need to try a randomizer. I've never tried to play it yet.
Fun.
They look really fun.
How did that hit?
Worst enemy in World 5. Luckily, there's going to be a fire flower in the airship that he can grab, so not a big deal.
Hey, we finally got the throne jump.
The jump! 2-frame trick. And another wonderful auto-scroller. Nice, and the poop block. Which actually is a cat. Yeah, just getting to that block and making it turn brown is actually a category extension.
Who has that record? Is it
Zakubi.
Oh, Zakubi, okay.
Oh yeah, dude, I think he actually has a really good time in it. Like, Yato did have, I think Health had the record at one point, then Yato, and then Zakubi.
Okay.
Those are the people I know of for sure had it.
Okay.
Maybe Nico?
I don't know why I thought Bagler had it at one point.
Maybe he did. I know he did runs of it. I just don't know if he ever had the record. Someone said Zakubi did like TAS World 1 or something, I think is what Yato was saying. Like, he went all out. Dude, Atlantis looks so cool. That, like, random level.
Oh my god. That level can be such a troll, and there was one seed I got where the only power-up in there was a star. And of course we have a Micro Goomba following me at the very end. And I'm at the pipe and it swoops down right in front of me and kills me.
Oh my god. I've only heard people say it's like an awful level to play through, but I've never tried it.
It's bad.
Also, minus 48 from that segment? Not bad.
I died in 5-3 in my previous run.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I could do P-Speed without a Fire Flower in this next level, but it's much more difficult.
Getting P-Speed at all on this level is really hard for me. Like, I honestly don't exactly know how it works, because you have to land in just the right spot so that you gain P-Speed even though there are gaps.
Yeah.
Like every other tile, so I don't know how to do it.
It's much more consistent with the Fire Flower. So movement of 1, and then we get a movement of 4 right after it. Thanks, Mario 3.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
And then a move and a 1.
As long as they don't marathon, we're fine. You got that out of the way in World 4, though, right? So you should be fine.
Should be. Okay. There was
Nice
one
blue block.
There was one run from Warpless I remember a couple months ago, and Peaks was there for it. I get Boxless World 4, and then my reward after the fort is getting a movement of 30.
Movement of 30?
Yep.
Wow.
So anytime I would have saved, that world was gone and then some.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's brutal. Movement of 30 is like at least 15 seconds, right?
About 15, 16 seconds, yeah.
Because it's like half a second per movement or something.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. We saw someone have that happen to them in the tournament recently. I don't know how many movements it was, but someone lost so much time to a marathon. Well, the other runner got early hammer, or post 2-3.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the game was so mean to Narf, man.
First it would be Narfan.
There's a pretty good clip of it happening to him from his perspective.
As far as I know, the longest recorded marathon is by Mitch, and it was 76 movements.
Yeah, I thought it was in the 70s, man. Eventually you just have to, like, start laughing from it, right? Or is it just pain
like,
throughout?
Both. No,
Ooh, I don't know if you can still get the star kill. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, wow, that actually looks closer than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, after a while, if you get a marathon, it's both pain and laughing.
And if Sui had gotten that star kill, it spawns the orb upside down in the middle of the room. It's kind of cool. I'm not sure why that happens, but looks sweet.
Might not have been a good spot to use the music box. It's like,
I don't know.
Well, I gotta do 6-6 first.
Oh, and those spinners, if you don't have P-Speed, are terrifying. Because, like, having P-Speed lets you run past them without an issue. But if you don't have P-Speed, they will fling you all around and sometimes directly into the pit beneath you.
Yep.
Yeah, they are ruthless. Oh, that fast swim looks so cool.
This is, in my opinion, one of the hardest levels in the game.
I found the ending of this level to be really hard. This section I really didn't like.
So normally there'd be another plant there, but I despawned it.
Oh, I thought so. Nice. Say it's one of the hardest levels, but you got through it. No problem. Ooh, and fireworks!
I disagree, game.
Well, Mitch was saying that in some levels you have to pull back for way longer to not get a star. Like, I don't remember if he said he knew why or not, but yeah, in some situations you had to wait like 26 frames or something before... Yeah, it was like something outrageous like that, where you had to wait way longer to not get a star.
That's so dumb.
So yeah, if that actually happens, then I guess that's why, because sometimes pulling back just randomly needs to take up more time.
Because, like, I feel like I do a big enough turn back, and it's still like, nope, you're getting a fanfare, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that actually happens, so... Why? I have no idea. But I know it's a thing. I don't know if we mentioned it, but the Hammer Bros cannot go past any tile that you've beaten, or any level you've beaten.
Oh, yeah?
So, that's why this Hammer Bros kind of walk right into Stewie, because he has nowhere to go.
Alright, we can set up the right point count next level, so...
Nice.
Do I want coin chip numbers, or do I want the nice number?
That's a tough call.
Because I don't have any Hammer Bros anymore. Let's go for the nice number.
Cab is saying that if just anything is deemed non-normal in the Boom Boom fight, they do the upside down orb. Weird.
Okay.
Huh. Well, because I know, like, when you're programming games, the sprites can be flipped,
Yeah.
depending on how you set it up, but I can't act like I know anything about it other than that's a thing. I like how they were kind of prepared to be like, yeah, somehow this is gonna get messed up, just have the orb spawn upside down. Can you also die in that pipe if you get in there too soon?
I don't see why not.
So I don't exactly know what makes it happen in World 5, but I was like, I wonder how many times that can happen. Dude, and nailing this level feels so good.
I think it might only be horizontal pipes that it happens.
Okay. You just get boosted a little too far to the right and then
Yeah, and then you're squished.
you're in the death plane.
I know there is one glitch that happens. I think someone did it in 7F2 recently, where it's that pipe that looks like the G room in Lost Levels. If you clip the side of that pipe, it'll actually shoot you straight into the lava and you're dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in 7F2?
Yep.
Oh my, yeah, I saw that happen to, Yato was talking about it. And then I think it happened to him that happened to someone right after he talked about it.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
Maybe it was Yato, because Yato posted a clip of that, and then it either happened to him or someone else immediately afterwards. It's like, yeah, you get that weird corner pixel where like it tries to make you enter the pipe, but instead you go straight to the lava. It's so crazy to see.
So 296 is possible for that level, but I don't know how. Nice speed.
Yeah, nice scam. Dude, have you seen the way the TAS does this level?
It's stupid.
It is really stupid, because they do like a standing clip kind of into those... That actually happened to me in 7-9. I was just like going through it normally, and then I got a standing clip in the grabbable blocks, and I was like... I think Louie and someone else was in the call, too, and I was like, did you guys just see that? Like, how? Which I still have no idea how it happened. I just somehow clipped in just well enough, I guess? I don't know. Going for the clip. I respect it.
I had to go for it.
Yep. Yeah, if he got in that corner, then it would have clipped him to the boss room, and it would have skipped the room he's in right now.
It's about a 7 or 8 second time save.
Yeah, it's really big. And, like, Warpless, if you get that, it's so good.
Yeah. Well, it's even faster than 100% since you have the Fire Flower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. See, the route I always do 610, so I'm just used to having the Fire Flower there. But then it's like, if you mess it up, it's super
Yeah, then
bad.
all that time is gone.
Exactly, yeah.
Because
It's actually pretty bad to go for.
Yeah, 'cause then you
with that route.
gotta burn a star in 7-2. You gotta do some other jink nonsense. It's a huge gamble.
Yeah. But it looks sweet.
Alright, so are we riding first class or are we riding coach this airship?
Dude, first class.
Let's do it. And you can get squished by this clip too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And like a clip later. Ooh, first class, let's go. Yeah, it's stupid is a very common response to TAS's. Well, because they just do such outrageous things that you would never think of.
Like
Yeah.
the stupidest thing from the TAS, actually, no, the two of them, the two stupidest things. 7-4 clip. And then there's a clip that they do in 6-6 instead of 6-5 in Warpless.
Oh man, I don't.
I'll show you that after the run.
Yeah, I don't even know what that looked like. Oh, that fire kill's so wacky.
I think I got it.
Yeah, the very last movement looked like it. So Sui was trying to tap right just a tiny bit to set up to manipulate his subpixels for the next level. And if you have good subpixels, then the clip you can get it first try. But we'll find out. If you see Mario just do a very tiny move to the right, but without moving his feet, then you know you've gotten it.
Yeah, it's like a very small lunge forward without moving his feet.
Yeah. But it is a duck clip that he has to go for. Yeah, so it's
okay.
Second try's pretty dang good.
I'll take it.
Yes, if you're facing to the right and you're doing that subpixel manip, then you do need to do a crouch clip, but after that, pretty much everyone always goes for the standing.
7 subpixels versus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Don't at me take
It's preference,
capital.
but you know.
there is a joke that Runner Teeks88 makes fun of me for a bit because of the duck clip. He says duck clips for people who eat pizza with a fork and knife.
Yeah. It's so
and
good.
as a fellow New Yorker, I'm insulted by that. Love you, Teeks, if you're watching.
Yeah, that 7-1 clip can be so brutal to run. Like, it can take you so many tries. Even if you get the right jump to clip in, if you don't have good subpixels, it just doesn't matter. Like, it'll just never let you through. So that's why we try to manipulate it for the first try, at least.
I was a little worried about that jump. I thought I undershot.
That jump always concerns me. That's the one jump in this level that I ever get freaked out by. Because, like you said, it's so easy to die.
So I'm going to try a clip here at the beginning of 7.5. It is subpixel dependent, but from what I have heard, there are only 2 starting subpixels that don't allow it to work. There we go.
Nice. I'm so glad you got that.
So am I.
It's such a cool looking strat.
And then I throw it away.
Yeah, that is... So what is the backup for this? You just have to hit the note blocks?
I mean, I could try something else.
Yeah, I don't really know the options you have, I guess, in this situation.
Oh,
you can make that. Oh, there's... For some reason I thought they were note blocks. Oh, nice! Okay, yeah, you could just clip through. That's a good backup.
Much faster than going back and forth.
That's awesome. Getting that first try looks so cool, too.
And now probably the worst level in the vanilla game.
I was wondering if a shell jump was viable there. That would have looked sick.
I'm sure it is, but it's ridiculous to go for.
Yeah, this is the only spot where those black fish appear, right?
Yep. And then
Are those...
in the beta level Atlantis, there's actually gold Cheep Cheeps that appear.
Whoa. Oop. Are they unique, or are they just gold?
Yeah.
Huh.
And yeah, they are in the game's code, but not in the final game.
Dude, this is like my favorite auto-scroller.
Is that a real favorite auto-scroller?
It actually is my favorite one. No, okay. Yeah, no, I actually really like it. Which seems crazy, but it's, I don't know, I think it's cool. It's unique compared to all the other ones, I guess.
So there's a hack that I remember watching Mitch play years ago. It's kind of like a Kaizo-esque version of the vanilla game. So the person put flying Cheep Cheeps in this level.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a nightmare. I tried it.
I need to try that. That sounds really cool, actually. Nice lag.
RNG Fest. See, I don't know if you can go too fast in that level just because of the water. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Now another level that you'd never see in Warpless is one of the plant ones. Which is so easy if you have a star for it. Oh, I was really hoping. Oh! I didn't know you could do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna do 7-6 first and then go back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use the other P-Wing on 7-9.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's that one invisible pipe pixel thing that just looks so cool to get. In Warpless, you usually see people use a P-Wing in the fort and in 7.6, but just because you use the P-Wings in different levels in the 100% routing, yeah. You don't need a P-Wing for the fort, so you may as well use it on 7.6. Oh, I was really hoping. That's such a nice clip to get. Are you going for mid-clip as well?
Might as well try for it.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this level first because I want to get the hammer suit from 7-8.
I was really wondering if you'd go for the meme clip right at the end.
Well, we got a meme clip coming up right here.
That's true.
I'll take a couple tries at it. That was close. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright. So if you get it 6th try, then that breaks even with doing the level normally.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Who doesn't love clips where you need good subpixels, right?
You need perfect speed, perfect pixel, subpixel. I didn't even notice until then the audio glitch, like it didn't play the star music.
I was curious about that. I don't really think I've seen that happen. But yeah, the star just didn't play for the second one. But you need a good X and Y subpixel?
I believe so, probably. It makes sense.
And you can't control the Y subpixel, right?
There is a way Louis did something to manip for the first attempt.
Oh, those jumps are so scary.
They are.
Yeah, for 100% you have to play through every level. Yep, you have to play through all the Hammer Bros, those plants in this world, and each level, yep. Like, the hands in World 8 that you normally skip through, you do have to play through that as well. Because the hands in World 8, it's like a 50-50 for each one pulling you in, but...
First one's 99%.
Yeah, the first one basically always grabs you, but... you have to play them in this category. Which I would take that any day over having to skip them in Hundo. Oh my god.
Well, Hundo, it's 4.5 seconds versus a minute and 4 seconds.
I mean, like, the hand levels aren't that bad or anything. It's just having to play them when you're trying to skip them that makes it
Yeah.
frustrating. arguably like the most stressful auto-scroller.
It
Or at
really
least
is.
of the airships.
This one really is, because there's a couple of these other screws right at the end, and if you fall off one of them, then you're dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super mean. And these flames, like, if you don't know what's coming up, it's very scary.
It's like a 2.5 minute time loss.
Oh.
Yeah, I think this auto scroller is like just over 2 minutes.
Okay.
Because then you gotta chase down the airship after it moves. You gotta re-grab power-ups. Probably gotta do God knows how many pipe transitions just to chase down the airship.
Yep. Oh, I've had to chase down the airships many times growing up. Yeah, I've been there. And then, like, you get to the airship, the person, if you're doing co-op, the person that dies gets a game over, and then, like, you can't cross over all the levels that they did beat before, and then, yeah, it's good times, man.
Gotta play their levels and then get back to the airship.
Or you die too.
Yep.
Just go back to the beginning. Get
And the airship's just sitting there taunting you.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now the world that is mostly auto-scrollers. Let's go.
Did you say auto-scrollers? Because I have a donation to read.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. We have a $20 donation from Anonymous with no comment. Thanks, Anonymous. I would like to point out that this is your last chance to get in a donation and win those Mario 2 Perlers. We also have a couple of controllers to give away. And some incentives coming up, including Mario Maker 2 and Pokemon Pearl. So check out the site. Link in the chat.
I remember at one point, Ethan, I counted how many auto-scrollers there were in the game. And I think it's either 18 or 19.
Okay.
And that's including all the rolled airships.
Okay, yeah. It's not too bad, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't really even... I don't mind playing an auto-scroller if it's not a speedrun. For some reason, as soon as I have to speedrun the game, I'm like, dude, I don't want to do this.
Yep.
I don't want to have to wait to mess up in the next level, is basically my
And then
train
just
of
lose
thought.
all that time.
Yep.
One other glitch I don't think we mentioned with the bombs, there's some weird way where if they're stomped on at the right time, they can actually start giving one-ups.
But it's also like unavoidable damage, right? If it's the same thing I'm thinking of, like when it explodes repeatedly.
If you're fast enough, you might be able to get out of it, but I'm not sure.
Okay. And Stewie's like killing all these bombs to reduce lag. If he didn't do that, he'd actually get pretty laggy for a bit.
Oh, I thought I got hit there.
I thought you did too.
We'd be chugging along at like 2 or 3 FPS for a little bit.
Yeah, it gets really slow. Oh, and with the hammer suit, you cannot kill the Koopa bosses. That's why he just stomped on the last one, because you just can't take it out. Of course, with Bowser, you can just throw a few hammers and take him out.
I think it's like 3 or 4 hammers.
I think you can do it in 2 if you do it in the right way.
But it's slower.
Yeah, it is slower.
That's the downside.
Dude, there's nothing like getting here in a Warbliss run and just having to wait for the hands.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
It was about, I want to say 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. Probably after 2 years, I finally PB'd in Warbliss. And I think, Ethan, you and a bunch of other runners were in the call.
Oh yeah.
You could tell I was nervous when I got to the hands.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, everyone's nervous when they get to the hands.
So that would have been... I think that would have been a 51 2x if I got no hands.
Yep. Oh, we were freaking out in the call.
Well, as soon as I saw hand 1, I'm like, alright, well, that dream's dead.
As soon as you see one hand, you're like, yep, I'm gonna get a couple more, like, it's over. That's why it's amazing to get to the hands with some time to spare.
Yeah, I knew I had a big enough of a lead to still PB with one hand.
Yeah.
But it kind of sucks running against early hammer now.
Yeah, definitely not the nicest splits to look at, because you're always going to be behind out of rope 2.
Unless you get lucky.
Yeah, unless you get the same kind of RNG, which is not that likely.
99% hand.
Yep, who would have thought? And of course, he does have to play these levels, so... The only annoying thing about getting grabbed by a hand is the animation of it pulling you in, because that, you know, that loses time versus just hitting A on these levels, but...
Yeah, it's like 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, so that's really not bad, but we don't want it to happen anyways.
You gotta get one meme clip, come on.
I know. I don't think I've gotten a single one while doing Warpless. Like, I tried for it every single time and just never got it. They're impossible, dude. Up pipes are one of the bosses.
That and the Kuro clip.
Yes. And then this is kind of like this and the World 7 airship are so stressful to play through. This one's really bad.
This is easily the most stressful level in the game after you get no hands on like the godly run.
Oh yeah. If you have a P-Wing here, not too bad. Yeah, and all the hands just give you a leaf. Like, you go through all the trouble of losing time or just playing through a hand. They're like, oh yeah, you can have a leaf. You want that, right?
At least give us a fire flower or something.
Or a P-Wing. Something to ease the pain. But no. I've seen a lot of people just use P-Wings on this level too.
Oh,
so
I did when I was
the
a
entire
kid.
time. Mm-hmm. It's the only way to make the level, like, stress-free.
I kinda wanna throw some shade here, but I'm gonna wait until I finish the level before I do.
I only recently started using a star in this level because I didn't realize just how much nicer it makes it.
So, years ago, the runner Kurua was on what we're pretty sure was 109 pace into World 8, which would have been ridiculous, considering all the tech we didn't know back then. And he died in 8-1. And the description of his run on SRC was, looking forward to a decade of therapy for this run.
Yeah,
So-
I remember hearing about that.
Some say you can still hear his ghost.
I can't, dude. Dying in 8-1 is one of the most painful things you can do. Or like losing your hammer suit is really bad too.
What's even more sick is that run was record for so long, even with that death.
That's crazy. Yeah, Frua is a very talented runner. I don't think he's run anything in quite a few years.
No, I think he retired a couple years ago.
'Cause I got into speedrunning around the time that he basically stopped.
Yeah, same. Like, I started in, like, late 2017.
Mm-hmm. I saw a couple of his streams, but then I think only a few though.
Yeah, I think, like, when I got in, it was, like, when him, Pujo, and I think Elo were, like, on their way out.
Okay, yeah. All legendary speedrunners.
50, yeah, and Elo, he got a 51-21 with a hand.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, extra bro. I think he did fire out, I don't know. But yeah, the 51-21 with a hand and an extra bro.
That's kind of outrageous. Like, the hands take about 20 seconds, an extra bro. Is that 9 or 12 seconds? Depending on which bro, I guess. So that's kind of outrageous.
The fastest extra bro you would want is the world's 6-star bro. Just because there's no more movements after you fight them all.
Yeah, there's nothing like skipping a bro and then they make you wait forever.
Oh, good thing I still have another fire flower.
Yeah, dude, getting the spade card, honestly, not bad. If he didn't have that extra card, it would be super great.
It's about a 30-second time loss if I didn't have that other fire flower.
Yeah, that, like, if you have to fight Bowser without any power-ups, it's a sad way to beat the game. Luckily, he had that extra fire flower.
Imagine that it was the whistle there instead of the fire flower.
That's exactly what I was thinking about, like, that was so close. Ooh, going for the clip. I just hate having a whistle in my inventory. I don't think anyone really likes to have it there.
No. Alright, well that's what I get for making fun of Krua, I guess. I get the
yeah, the troll one-up clip. At least that's a clip that's like pretty easy to do in terms of like just going for it.
Don't know how to get P-Speed.
Yeah, it looked pretty good to me, but I honestly don't know.
Okay. That scared me for a second.
Oh, yeah, Bowser can give you troll patterns, and he can also just shoot, like, immediately once he jumps up there, so luckily we didn't have to worry about that. But, yeah, GG's. As soon as he enters the door, that's time.
Thank you. There is a pattern you can get from Bowser that I will not say its actual name on air, but... he does, like, a jump and shoots a fireball at the same time. And the arc of the shot is impossible to dodge.
It's really nasty.
And I lost a 1047 and no wrong warp to that pattern.
That's brutal. The game shows no mercy.
Yep.
Yeah, GG's.
Thank you.
So, yeah, that is the NES Trilogy 100%. And if you guys are interested in the category, yeah, check it out on speedrun.com. They have it for any percent, warpless, and hundo. And thanks for having me for commentary, dude. Thanks for running.
I think having you here kept me like more calm than I would have been.
Yo, happy to help out.
Thank you.
Just I'm always happy to talk about the games that I've played for so long, you know. It's so much fun. Yeah, shout out to SpeedGaming.
Yes.
Alright, well thank you very much for the run. Everybody follow the runner, follow the commentator. We got links in chat to the Twitch streams of these two.
Thank you for having me.